Have any of you seen Mystery Men before? Like, my earliest memory of Mystery Men was in the early 2000s. I rented this movie. This is how old I am, chat. I rented this movie on VHS from the library, because the library was able to rent movies from there. But I rented it on VHS from the library, checked it out with my books and everything. I remember watching this at home, and even at the time, I was like, I remember not laughing at anything. Like, not laughing at anything. I'd seen it. I remember being really fucking disturbed by that one death scene. We're going to get into that shit. You know what death scene I'm talking about. And then that's the last time I seen it. So I saw this film probably like 2000, 2001, when it was already on VHS, obviously. Never saw it in theaters. My parents probably wouldn't want me, my parents certainly didn't want to take me to see this. No question about that, but that's what I remember. Chris Ayers once, years ago, didn't like it. Yep. Trader Shoe, I saw Mystery Men in the mid-2000s. I thought it was all right. Dark Slayer, never seen it, but I've seen the All-Star... Oh, fucking Jesus. Smash Mouth. You know this is a early 2000s, late 90s film chat when you hear fucking Smash Mouth in this bullshit. The Toddy Library movie hit different. They absolutely did. There was something grimy about them. They stuck with you. They weren't pleasant like blockbusters. Like, renting them from a library, you already felt bad because you're supposed to, like, you know, take out books and shit, but you felt bad for taking out movies. There was something about that just didn't sit well with me. It just didn't. Allie, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Hope you're having a very nice Saturday evening. Good to see you here. Going to talk about Mystery Men in a hot second. Because there's that death didn't face me when I saw. When did you see it? I mean, you're fucking young. You were seeing people getting mauled to death in The Walking Dead. This is before all that shit, man. We didn't know this was gonna happen. We didn't know it was gonna happen. That guy was like, geez, like that guy's an asshole, but still, wow. Jake Luthor, Chris. After all the craziness, I have 2 figures to send you. I think you like 2 figures to send. Well, what do you mean? I have 2 figures. Well, that's cool. Thank you. I'm not sure what you mean by 2 figures. Patrick Kane, I wonder if he'll at least slam his drink. Probably. There'll be a couple times when I do that. Nah, but I don't want to risk spilling anything. I would have been 15, maybe 16. Oh, yeah, you're fucking numb. You wouldn't know. You're numb to all the violence in the world. You've seen too many movies at that point. Too many movies, too many TV shows. Yeah, you already knew. Libraries are underrated. They absolutely are. Go to them, chat. That's where our tax dollars go to. Get out books. I have my library card. I got my library card about a year ago. And I've been using it, actually. Neil Breen's Laptops. Good to see you. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Did you go to the Play Arts Kai Isaac from... Oh, wow! The Play Arts Kai Isaac from Dead Space and the Black Series. Whoa, Jake Luthor. That is so kind of you. Thank you. Oh, man, that is super sweet of you. Thanks, man. Yeah, funny enough, chat. You know, I remember... Was this the last show we did? But here, I'm going to bring this up right here. Sam Gonzalez, when we were still doing Sammy Ain't Seen Shit, he got me a Darth Revan figurine. I still have it in my apartment. It comes with his purple and red lightsaber, which is pretty neat. Yeah, he gave this to me, I think on our last show or something. Or maybe it was like, maybe on my birthday, I don't remember. But it was around that time. Yeah, I always had him. Pretty cool. I have him standing up on my little dresser there, chat. Yes. Thank you, Jake Luthor, again. If you're serious, I marathoned all 3 Evil Dead movies while eating pizza when I was 12. Damn, after that, the death in this movie was nothing. All right, fair enough. We got a badass over here, chat. Fair enough. I saw Mystery Men before I saw Evil Dead, so I was exposed to some horrific shit through this movie, chat. I matured to a man when I saw this movie. So some of you, again, have seen it. Pretty much the same reactions. Either it's okay to it's bad. I'm right there with you, chat. Like, this is I'm gonna tell you right now, this is a movie you don't need to see. Honestly, I'll tell you what you need to see, and you can just look these clips up on YouTube. That's all. I'm gonna spare you paying the $3.99 or $4.99 maybe. No, $3.99 I paid to see this film because you don't need to do it. And even back in the day, chat, people didn't pay much to see this film because it bombed. It was a critical commercial failure in 1999. Because we can talk about the facts right now. Here, I'll get into it right now, chat. I don't know much about the background. So it was directed by Kinka Usher. Never heard of her. Or him, her. Yeah, they did not do... He did not do a lot. He's mostly known for directing commercials. Yeah, I think this is like the only film he directed. Yeah, he's only directed one movie, which was Mystery Men, and the rest of his career has been directing commercials. That tells you a lot already. That tells you a lot already. But yeah, the movie had a budget, a very expensive budget. They spent money on this movie, chat, because they had so many sets. There's a lot of CGI in this movie, a lot of street scenes of a lot of actors, a lot of extras. So you clearly could tell like they spent a lot of money on this thing. $68 million, and its box office 33.5. This was a critical and commercial bomb of 1999. Apparently, it's a adaptation of a very loose adaptation of a comic book series called Flaming Carrot Comics. Yeah. No, it was not well loved by critics or fans. It's not a cult classic, that I can tell you. Nothing about this movie has aged well for the most part. Yeah, I mean the highest reviews. Yeah, I mean I've got a film score of 60%, but still, on Rotten Tomatoes, I think even on Cinema, this tells you, Chad, Cinema score of C+, so that tells you a lot. And the thing is, Chad, like what this is, it's a parody of superhero movies, but it's a parody that came way too early in the genre. Because, yeah, I mean, yeah, of course you can make fun of stuff like, I guess, Donner's Superman and Tim Burton, Joel Schumacher's Batman, but it was still too early for, like, a year before that Blade had come out, right? And there just wasn't enough material there to really mock. And that's obvious because most of the movie it's I mean, yeah, you have the superheroes, but it's the kind of humor that you'd expect in any generic comedy of that time. It's a lot of sight gags, it's fart jokes, it's jokes repeated over and over and over again. Because nothing's funnier than repeating a joke over and over and over again multiple times throughout the movie. A running gag. It's like, no, it doesn't work. It wasn't funny the first time, wasn't funny the second time, the third, fourth, or fifth time they try to do that type of shit. It's like, no, it doesn't work. And it has that superhero, that light superhero aesthetic over it. And that's why the film just doesn't work. That's why I honestly didn't respond to this shit. Because honestly, I'll tell you right now, people were fucking sick of superhero movies, or at least of superhero films of that generation, of that time period, people were getting. Like, Blade was an outlier. Because most people who saw that film had no idea Blade was a comic book movie at the time. They just did not know. They thought, Wesley Snipes is a vampire and he's hunting other vampires. That's it. They didn't know that was based on a comic book. I would say 99% of audiences didn't know that, okay? Maybe that's a little bit of exaggeration, but most didn't. It wasn't until Spider-Man and the first X movie where that started to pick up again. Like, oh shit, you can make, good superhero movies again. That's what picked it up. Then you had Batman Begins, and then the Dark Knight, then the MCU starting with Iron Man. So that's really what happened. But this movie just came at the wrong time. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Chris Harris. There's a reason why they wait until the late 2000s to do Kick-Ass. Great thinking. Very good thing. I love Blade too, Darkslayer. I'm not talking shit about Blade. Not talking shit about Blade. I'm just saying that most people did not realize that was a comic movie at the time. And I cannot wait for Mahershala Ali's Blade coming up in the near future in the MCU. I guess that'll be part of Phase 5. Maybe it'll end Phase 4. We'll see. I don't know. Very excited for that, though. But, chat. Oh! Protector King, thank you so much for the 100 biddies. Man, you've been very generous today, man. With the subs, the donations, the biddies. Thank you so much for the 100 biddies. Yes. But vampire movies were in fashion in the mid, late 90s. Yeah, it's because you had exactly. Interview for a Vampire. You had some other vampire films at the time, too, I want to say. Blade. Yeah. So that was kind of in vogue at the time. And then it kind of died out with the Twilight series and things. And they kind of went away. Then you had the zombie craze, certainly the mid-2000s. Which still exists today with The Walking Dead and things. But it didn't excite people as much as it did. But let's go ahead. We'll go ahead and start you. Let's get into Mystery Man. We'll get into Doom Eternal. This film, it takes place in a not-too-distant future of Champion City. And there's a big shindig going on at the nursing home. Already, Chad, it's like, this is just fucking weird. I just don't understand it because, I guess it's like a parody of the opulent parties you typically seen in like Tim Burton's Batman movies or Joel Schumacher's Batman films where people are dressed all fucking crazy. There's neon lights everywhere, but it also has kind of like an old aesthetic too. It takes place in an old building. There's always so many flashing lights and like showy dresses, and like it's what we think the future is gonna look like in 20 years, but it doesn't look like that. And it happens to take place in a nursing home, and these old people, they're just partying and fucking, chat. That's all they're there to do. They're here to eat, drink, and get their fuck on. Because you got fucking Tom Waits in this movie, chat. He's a weapon designer. We don't find that out until much later in the film. Non-lethal weapons, chat. We don't know that yet. We'll know. Oh, let me tell you right now. This movie is 2 hours long. You have to have a very good excuse for a comedy to be 2 hours, hour and a half. Comedies you should get in, get out with comedies. You know, you gotta have a very good reason. This movie does not, chat. A 2 hour, honestly, hour and 50 minutes, and you have 10 minutes of credits, but there is no excuse for that bullshit. Okay? And I'm like, and I'm just watching this like, all right, what fucking Christ? You could edit so much out of this movie and you'd be better for it. But fuck, we're in the nursing home, chat. These old people, they're eating, fucking, and drinking. That's all they're doing. Tom Waits, he just wants to get his fuck on. And all of a sudden, fucking Artie Lane shows up, chat, and he's in charge of the Red Eyes, and he's just snuffing all the coke he can. Remember, you ever seen a recent picture of Artie Lane, chat? How he apparently snuffed so much coke, and it's like coke that's been tampered with, that the cartilage in his nose, I mean, melted. Have you seen Artie Lane? Armored saying, thank you for the 100 biddies, appreciate that. Tiberius Monk, welcome to stream. What you are. That's the sound I made when I didn't realize Artie Lane's in this movie, chat, because he's the leader of the Red Eyes. This is pre-melted nose Artie Lane, before all the cartilage, he just evaporated from his nose and it was just flat. It's fucked up. Yeah, look up Artie Lane nose and you'll see what I'm talking about. Just when he still had a normal nose, because Artie Lane, he had a massive drug problem, still does. It's actually very sad. This is back in the day when he was still doing his stand-up and also appearing in bit roles in movies for extra cash, probably do fucking blow. But he's fucking robbing the nursing home, and he's like, all right, guys, get all the things that you could possibly get. I want jewels, I want teeth, I want wheelchair. I mean, just stealing everything from these old people, chat. They just want to eat, drink, and fuck, and Artie Lane is taking that away from them. But don't worry, chat, because boom! Who enters the nursing home? You got Ben Stiller as Mr. Furious. You have, what's his name? You got, I always forget his name. William H. Macy as the Shoveler. And Hank Azaria as the Blue Raja, chat. I'm going to run down their powers very briefly. It's exhausting, their powers. Ben Stiller's Mr. Furious, he gets angry. He's like a version of the Hulk, chat, but doesn't transform. He just gets mad. Fucking Hank Azaria, Blue Raja, he throws cutlery, chat. Not knives, forks, and spoons. That's his specialty. Protector King! With the 1,000 biddy donation. Dude, thank you for your generosity this stream, man. That's very, very kind of you. Chat, because of the generosity you guys are showing this stream, we are more than halfway through to my next stretch goal. Might be able to hit it today. Thank you, Protector King. Where's my glass to you? You don't want Artie Lane to take all this stuff from these old people. You just want him to drink, eat, and fuck. As I do. Good sir. Anyway, thank you again, man. Seriously, that was very kind of you. You're shaking the pillars of heaven. So you got fucking Ben Stiller, or you got fucking Mr. Furious, you got the Shoveler, and you got Hank. I'm gonna call him Hank Azaria, chat. Some of these people, I don't care what their names are, and they're fucking wrestling with Artie Lane and the Red Lights, or whatever, the Red Eyes. But the thing is, chat, they suck as superheroes. They're getting their asses kicked. Artie Lane's like, listen, I'm just gonna do a whole bunch of blow right here while you fight these guys. But chat, the day is saved because of Captain Amazing. Fucking Greg Kinnear is Captain Amazing in this movie. He is the best thing about this because he understands the kind of movie that he's in and the role that he needs to play. He's a parody of any generic superhero, Superman, if you will. Except, chat, he's fucking all about the sponsor. He's all about the money. Like, his super suit is covered in just advertising, fucking for Coca-Cola, for Pepsi, for companies that don't even fucking exist anymore. That's how old this movie's 21 years old. It's been 21 years. It's been 20 years since I seen this film. when I rented it from the library in Buffalo, New York in the year 2000 and or 2001. And Greg Kinnear comes busting in their chat and he kicks Artie Lane's ass. He makes sure that he can't snuff any more coke, chat. He makes sure the day is saved. And then he's go ahead, he's got that big dick walk, chat. That big old dick is swing because he knows that he is the top shit in Champion City. And he's got his publicist by the fat guy who you've seen in who ever played like a nefarious character in anything from like the early 90s to like the mid 2000s. It's that guy. I don't know what his name is. You know who I'm talking about. He's the fat guy with the beard. That's all you need to know. And he's like, and he's just doing the fucking press tour. He's taking questions. Kids, I want an autograph, Captain Mate. You know, Greg Kinnear's like, get the fuck out of my way. You gotta pay $20. He bashes that kid's brains out, chat. Brains on the side of the goddamn wall. But he keeps that big dick walk on. And he sees our intrepid heroes, chat, are fucking losers. Ben Stiller, the Shoveler, and Hank Azaria. He's like, keep up the good work, guys. And he goes, he just walks right into his car chat. But he keeps getting questions. Protector King with the 1,000 biddy donation again with your generosity. Thank you, man. I hope I don't miss the Sonic suit. You're not going to miss the Sonic suit, man. That's going to come eventually. It's going to come eventually. I'm just going to hold... honestly, Corey and I want to do the Sonic... We want to buy the Sonic suit together. We're going to stream it. I'm going to wear it on my stream. We're going to read the last 2 chapters of Sonic High School. Probably going to wear the stream on Double Toast stream in the future. That's going to happen. Thank you so much, Protector King. Thank you for your question. Seriously, that was very kind of you. Wow. Jesus Christ, man. You are very generous. So the fucking reporters are asking, oh, Bat Shields with the 10 biddies. Nah, balling like him currently. But, no, here's the thing, guys. Listen. As I always say, donations, subscriptions, they're always appreciated, never necessary. You know, I'm just glad you're here watching me. That's been honestly, it's just having more people come and check out the stream. That has been amazing. Thank you just watching, having fun conversation, seriously. Because, I mean, that's one of my end goals, as you all know. I want to try to reach partner by the end of the year, by December 2020 specifically. Takes a lot to get there. You got to hit an average viewership of 75. Thank you, Armored Sam. You've been gifting these subs all night, my man. Thank you. Congratulations, K. Morsura 61. Tell me saying that correctly. You got the proud order of 5 different emotes along with ad-free viewing. Dark Slayer, thank you with the 5 biddies. Mrs. Ganush. La Ganush. Bat Shields. Thank you again. I think it's another 10 biddies from Bat Shields, 5 for Dark Slayer. Thank you. It's been great, man. I enjoy doing this so much. Seriously. Thank you. But yeah, you guys know. I mean, hey, right now, I think the more people, the merrier, just to come and watch. Again, thank you so much. I'm saying we're getting him blackout tonight. It probably is going to happen. I'm like, I need another drink, and I barely talked about the first 10 minutes. But chat, fucking Big Dick Greg Kinnear, he's walking through, he's like, hey, thank you so much, this trio of superheroes, and he's getting all these questions and reporters, and like, hey, didn't you Pepsi drop you? He's like, I don't know anything about that, and he gets in his Big Dick car, chat, and he's talking to the nefarious guy. Stranger Shoe! With the 500 biddy donation. Stranger Shoe, thank you. And we already started a goddamn hype. We're on level 2 of the hype train already. Jesus. All right. I'm going to put a pause. Big Dick Greg Kinnear. He's upset he's losing sponsors, chat. Talking to the fat man who's like an evil henchman in every movie between 1990 to 2005. Should we just go ahead, poll after the review? Good idea, Dark Slayer. We'll do the poll after the review, chat. That's when we'll do it. Thank you, Dark Slayer, for pointing. I was going to ask you guys, poll now, poll after review. We'll do it after review. Thank you, Stranger Shoe. Very kind of you. So Greg Kinnear's like, fuck, what are we going to do? I'm losing money. I need the money, honey. And his sponsor, his publicist is like, listen, you've saved this city so many times. You've put every single villain behind bars, all right? You saved some old folks. He's like, fuck those old folks. They could all die, in my opinion. And it's like, Greg Kinnear's like, okay, he's not much of a hero, Che. He's a piece of fucking shit. And it's like, listen, you put every big bad there is. You know what happened to Dr. Death? Greg Kinnear's like, no, what happened to him? He's dead. You killed him. He's like, oh, yeah, I did do that. Goes to the whole list of villains, chap. Even to the last villain, his publicist says, in Casanova Frankenstein, he's locked up for life. And the Santa's on. Gurkeneer's like, wait a minute, Casanova Frankenstein. Terrible name, by the way. Absolute terrible name. Steven, welcome to stream. You know what? Doesn't he have a parole hearing coming up? And he's like, yeah, he does have a parole hearing coming up. And Gurkeneer's like, let's see what we can do for good old Casanova Frankenstein. I need a new enemy. I need a new sponsor. Let's make some money, honey. He's like, good deal. Let's fucking do it. Joy the Jedi. Thank my heart's a pitter-pattering, sir. Thank you for the 100 biddies. Thank you for activating the hype train again, guys. Meanwhile, chat, we cut back to our intrepid heroes. You know, they fucked up. They're at this fucking diner. They're licking their wounds. They're like, we need some fucking training. We don't know what the hell we're doing. By the way, Ben's still in this movie. I'm sorry. Look, Ben Stiller, to me, there are films I really like him in. Like, I think he's brilliant in Tropic Thunder. Jesus Christ. Protector King, thank you for another 1,000 biddies. We are. Wow, we were close to completing the hype train. Thank you so much, man. Wow, Casanova on Double Toasted was real ass. Who? I know Casanova Frankenstein was on Double Toasted. Jeffrey Rush was on Double Toasted. I know, no, not that. Thank you, Protector King. Seriously, thank you so much. You're drinking with me. Hey, let's click our glasses together. May the wings of liberty never lose feather. You're shaking the pillars of heaven with your support, sir. Thank you so much. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. The name of... Are you fucking... Oh, my God. So, yeah, Corey's friend, his name is Matt Frank. He changed his name to Cass... That's where he got it from? From fucking Oh, my God. I just made that connection. My mind is blown. My mind is fucking blown. Wow. Okay, yeah, so this is... For those of you tuning in, Corey has his friend who originally went by Matt Frank, and he changed his name to Casanova Frankenstein. He got it from the movie? Is that Jesus? I'm just kind of flummoxed right now, chat. I'm sorry. Give me a minute. Just give me a minute. I'm not drunk, actually, at all bad for you, too. I mean, okay, I've been drinking a lot. But I'm not drunk. I'm actually okay. I'm just kind of blown. My mind's just kind of blown right now. That's where it came from. Wow. Huh. Well, there you go. I care. I care. Because it's like, oh, wow, that's how this connection. Anyway, chat. Fucking, our intrepid heroes, fucking Ben Stiller, the shoveler, and Hank Azaria, they're licking their wounds, chat. They're just gonna get some grub. Fucking, they're watching a little TV screen of Captain Amazing taking all the credit for saving those old folks who just want to eat, drink, and fuck. They're like, Ben Stiller's mad at Captain Amazing. The fucking waitress comes over and she takes everyone's order. But of course, Ben Stiller just being a prick, Chad. Just like, oh, you like Captain Amazing? Again, just a lot of improv in this movie, Chad. It just does not work. Ben Stiller just he's Mr. Furious and he's just frustrated by his life, Chad. And he's saying, oh, you love Captain Amazing so much. Why don't you go get my goddamn steak, girl? And she goes off. She's like, you shouldn't be so mean, Ben Stiller. Stop being so furious. And they get their food, Chat. And they go their separate ways. And then we get to see, like, what their lives are like. So fucking William H. Macy. Now, this is weird. I'm curious how you guys feel about this. Are we getting hype? Hype train sunset? Thank you so much, guys, for activating the hype train. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. So William H. Macy, the shoveler, he goes home. And this felt a little awkward to me. But is the fact that he's married and to a black woman supposed to be a joke or something? Because they kept emphasizing, like, oh, this is so weird. It's like, why is that weird? And the idea all of his kids are black that kind of came off a little offensive to me. I know it's the 2000, it's 1999, but it's like, what's the big fucking deal? Like, they kept like, yeah, it's the camera work in this movie. Chris says they kept like, look at, like, he has a black kid. It's like, well, what the fuck does that have to do with anything? Protector King, thank you for the 2,000. We hit another stretch goal. We gotta do 2 stretch goals tonight. Chat. Protector King, thank you. Jesus! Thank you for the 2,000 Biddy Doji. Listen, man, you came here to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and you're all out of gum, my friend. You're just kicking ass here. Chew the hype train. Protector King, thank you. I think you're the Biddy. I think you might be one of the Biddy Boss champions. I believe so. You currently are. You're behind Hanan. You're in the top 3, my friend. Thank you for your generosity. So, did anyone find it like really weird how they're like, oh look, he's married to a black woman. Oh yeah, all of his kids are black. I was like, wait, is this supposed to be a joke? It just felt odd because I don't know when the movie's trying to be funny and not trying to be funny, and the way that the camera work just felt weird. How they would just like, oh, there's a black kid right below me. It's like, I don't know. That felt kind of weird to me. I don't know how to feel. It's awkward, right? Okay, Dark. So it's awkward how they handle that. I don't know. But I'll be doing the polls after the review, guys. So thank you. So I'm like, yeah, this is weird. I find it, honestly, it's like, it's kind of done poor taste in my opinion. Using these people as a fucking prop. Whatever. Then, Chad, we go see what Hank Azaria does, and he's a fucking culture appropriate. He's a colonizer and a half, Chad. He is taking over Indian culture. He's just some fucking schmuck from New Jersey who was like, I'm gonna be a British Indian or something. And, and then his fucking mother comes in and is like, are you smoking the Mary Jane? He's like, Ma, I'm not smoking the Mary Jane. Get the fuck out of me. He's like a 40-year-old man talking to his mother. Like, what's wrong with you, dude? Anyway. So we cut to him. We go to fucking Ben Stiller, and he's a piece of... honestly, chat, Mr. Fierce, he's just a piece of shit in this movie. He's not funny. Every time we cut to him, it's like, am I supposed to... I know he's supposed to be an asshole, but there's never a moment I found it charming, even when they redeem him. It's like, fuck that redemption. That's not earned. It's whatever. He works at a junkyard with his mom, who treats him like shit, and for good fucking reason. He's a piece of shit, and he's like, you gotta junk it. And we got these fucking extended scenes of him just like, what'd you say to me? I told you to junk it. And he's like, and it's like, because he's getting angry, chat, and it's the fucking gag that's repeated throughout this movie, and it's not good. It's not a good gag. Then he fucking junks this car out because mom basically got him by the balls. And then, chat, we cut back to the fucking insane asylum, where we're going to be getting the parole hearing for Casanova Frankenstein. We learn that Casanova Frankenstein is played by Jeffrey Rush. I'm going to call him Jeff. Jeff Rush, chat. Jeff Captain Barbosa from Pirates of the Caribbean. Curse of the Black Pearl. Good movie. He's going in there, chat. And I don't... listen, I'll give Jeffrey Rush this. He was all in on this role. Does it work? No. Because he's doing this weird, I guess German accent. He's got these in long fingernails. He's got those fucking cocaine nails where he's all about sniffing the cocaine. Like, they're weird and gross and yellow and shit. He's like sophisticated, but he also listens to disco. He's got all this. It's a lot. It's a hodgepodge of so many things with this character. Jeffrey Rush embraced it, no question, but it is fucking weird and bizarre. So fucking. They got him. It's Arkham Asylum, chat. They're at Arkham Asylum, and they got the fucking people up there. It's like, all right, this is the 17th, 14th, 7th, I don't know. There's a lot of parole hearings for him. He's like, all right, we're going to judge you to see if you're okay. His fucking... And here's the other thing, chat. They steal from Batman. They steal from Batman animated series specifically. Because they got the psychiatrist, and you can tell those two have been fucking for a long time. She's like, he's well. I think he's completely sane. He's healed. He's ready to rejoin society. The whole fucking board says, the fuck he is. He held this city by the balls. If it wasn't for Captain Amazing, we wouldn't have survived his tyrannical rule. But then who walks in? They're like, fuck that lady. You clearly have been fucking him. No, you are denied your parole. But before he can bring down the gavel, Chad, who walks into the goddamn room? Greg Kinnear. Captain Amazing, but not Captain Amazing himself, Chad. His alter ego. Now, I don't know what his name is. He's Lance. His name is Lance. He's rich. He's Bruce Wayne, Chad. He's playing Bruce Wayne. Apparently, he's part of the psychiatrist board. I don't fucking know. So he walks in, and we already know that Captain Amazing, he wants to basically break out his old enemy so he can get more publicity and money check. He's a greedy son of a bitch who deserves to die, and he's gonna get fucking his in a hot second. He's like, you know what? No, I've been, because I come in, it's like, no, I'm one of the greatest benefactors of the city. I'm on this board for whatever reason. And I have this note from Captain Amazing. He says, we should give Casanova Frankenstein a second chance. And we see the note, chat. It's just as grocerless. This guy's a pathological liar. He's a sociopath. He deserves to die. And he's reading all this off, and the board goes, you know what? we're going to listen to Captain Amazing. Casanova Frankenstein, you are free to go. Here's just like, yeah, baby. And so Casanova Frankenstein, he goes out there. He's like, I'm doing A-okay if I do say so myself. I think at one point, fucking Ben Stiller, he's out in patrol. He's looking for stuff, and he notices the limo of Casanova Frankenstein, Chad, and he's going home. Casanova Frankenstein's going back to his manor. He's like, that's not good. I know that guy. He had the city by the balls, and he tracks him down to his opulent mansion, Chat. He's hiding out in the fucking shrubbery. He's looking at him, making sure he's not doing anything nefarious. And, you know, Joffrey Rush gets a full makeover. He's got all his nails get clipped except for his pinkies because he's got to sniff all of that fucking coke, and you could tell he must have been on this movie because that's the only way I could get through it. I imagine. I mean, look, I'm sure he got paid a lot of money for this, but Jesus, this performance is all over the place. So he's all good, dolled up. And he's like, all right, now that I'm out, I'm going to take this city back from the balls in 2 fucking hands. Go ahead and get all the gains. Eddie Izzard, Jesus. His lieutenants, I know that one of his lieutenants is Eddie Izzard, and his whole deal is that his gang loves disco, and they're all dressed up like what you would think people who love disco are dressed up as, and so that's there. Fucking stupid. Anyway, so he's like, get all the gains together, I got a plan. He's like, oh yeah, I got one more thing to do. He blows up the fucking asylum. Also, his Harley Quinn, his psychiatrist, she's been fucking there for 20 years. They continue to have the sexual intercourse, Chad. Thank you! Princess Oreos, thank you so much for stopping by the stream. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate that. I'm just talking about Mystery Men. It's not a good movie. Don't watch it. But watch my review. Welcome, Princess Oreos. How you doing? Anyway. So he blows up the asylum, Chat, kills the fucking board, kills all the other patients in there. But Ben Stiller knows that there's something overhead. And it's Captain Amazing, Greg Kinnear. It's all Greg Kinnear's fault because of all the things that happen. He fucking lands, and him and Casanova Frankenstein, they have a bit of a rapport, Chad. They've been doing this for 2 decades. Greg Kinnear's like, deactivate all your super special gadgets. And Trevor's like, yeah, I'll deactivate. He deactivates all of them, Chat. And like, he also knows who Captain is. Like, I know who you are. I know you're Lance. I know you're the secret billionaire who's also on every fucking board, apparently everywhere. You can decide the fates of the insane, I guess. Whatever. So I know what you did. Because at this point, Captain Amazing just admits, yeah, I don't give a shit. I need money. I need sponsors. Let's just fucking do this when you're going to go to jail. Fucking Greg Kinnear notices like a little thing in the garbage. He's like, oh, is this the device they used to blow up the asylum? It's like, no, actually, it's not. Greg Kinnear, like a fucking moron, presses the button right into his face, Chat. And Casanova Frankenstein says, yeah, it's actually like chloroform, so yeah, you're going to fall asleep now. And then he fucking does, Chat. By the way, Greg Kinnear, again, great in this movie. He knows exactly what he is. He is a parody version of a superhero. One that's been commercialized. It's all about the capitalism, Chat. And he does a great job. Throughout the limited amount of time that he's in this movie, he does a great job. So then, Chat, we cut down to fucking Casanova Frankenstein's basement. He's got Captain Amazing all locked up, and he says, so, I captured you. I'm gonna kill you, like, tomorrow in front of all my guys. And fucking Greg, he's just fucking balling. He's like, don't kill me. I'll join you. I'll kill all these miserable mud people. Fuck him. I'll be your amazing boy. He doesn't care, Chat. He's gonna worm his way out of there. He's like, what a piece of shit. He deserves what's coming. He's gonna get it. Meanwhile, Chat, I think Ben Stiller goes back to the Shoveler and what's his name? Fucking Blue Raja, Hank Azaria. He says, all right, so I think Captain Amazing is captured. You know, we can't take on this villain alone. I think we should start recruiting other superheroes. So they start calling everyone they can, and they apparently contact this one person. Apparently there's this guy, an invisible boy. He can turn invisible. Well, that's good to have someone who can turn invisible. That's a really cool superpower. And they go and check on him, Chad. And who is it, Chad? It's Kenan and Kel. It's Kel from Kenan and Kel. He drinks the orange soda. Who loves orange soda? Kel loves orange soda, Chad. And they visit him. He's got like this blonde, like Kanye-esque hair. It's like, well, that's where Kanye fucking got it. From watching Mystery Men. It's probably one of his favorite movies. And fucking Kelly's like, hey, come on in, fellas. Dad, I'm just going to hang out in my room with these 3 strangers. Dad's like, I don't fucking care. As long as they pay you, that's fine with me. So they go hang out in Kel from Kenan and Kel's room. Bunch of empty orange soda bottles. I understood that reference. He says, so yeah, I can turn invisible, but no one can look at me when I do it, or it doesn't work, or I can't look at myself, or it doesn't work. And they say, well, how the fuck do you know you're invisible? He's like, you just know. And they're like, all right, fucking okay. So they fucking, all right, come with us, kid. Why not? So they go to the bar, they go to the diner. Fucking Ben Stiller tries to hit on the waitress, even though he's very rude to her. And she's like, I want nothing to do with you. You are fucking gross and a piece of shit. And she leaves. They're like, and who walks in, chat? Fucking Pee Wee Herman himself, Paul Rubin. They're like, oh my god, this is like right after the fucking, jerk off theater incident. I bet there was some subtle like, ooh, no one should associate him with around. But here's the thing, Paul Rubin, like the character he plays, is it good? No, but he fucking commits. He commits to this, chat, much the same way that Jeffrey Rush commits to Casanova Frankenstein. And his character's name in the spleen, chat, he's got like this terrible acne, this pimples, rotten teeth. And he's like, oh god, here it is. And now we learn what the spleen's power. And Paul Rubens does the best he can. Like, his superpower is that he farts. His farts can just knock people out like that. He can project them in certain areas of a room. Like, he's got this down to a science. Apparently, chat, he fucking blamed one of his toots on an old gypsy woman, and she cursed him, chat. She cursed him with the power of farts. And that's why his skin looks so bad, because it literally ages him as we speak. And so that's what happened. So whoever, he shall be forever the one who dealt it, chat. Smelt it and dealt it. And so he's named the spleen. They're like, all right, we still got to recruit superheroes. So let's hold a tryout. And the shoveler's like, y'all, okay, we can do it in my place. I got a pool and shit. And then, chat, we get a terrible montage sequence of, this movie doesn't know what it wants to be. It's like, is this for little kids or is this for teenagers? Is this for people who are like 16, 17? Because there's some fucked up shit, but this is the little kid humor, chat. Because you get people just dressed up as whatever. You get a fucking cameo appearance from Dane Cook, who's basically doing one of his comedic bits. Chat, he's the waffler. And he has a waffle machine, and that's it. He basically puts his head inside the waffle machine, and they go, oh my god! And he's like, and it's this Dane Cook just doing his thing. It's like, oh my god. So they go through all these people, and all of them are failures, chat. No one likes them. The Dane Cook is the waffler. God fucking damn it. Jesus. Is it him doing his stand-up? But some people like, I'm not going to listen. If you like Dane Cook, you like Dane Cook. But I'm not a big fan, personally. So that's a failure. But there is one last person who comes in, chat. It's this lady, and she's the baby bowler. The baby bowler. And they're like, nah, it's closed. We don't need you, bowler. And she's like, you don't need me. Well, I'll fucking show you. And she takes out her bowling ball, has a fucking human skull in it, chat, and she throws it. And this thing bounces all around. And she's like, I'm going to aim for this thing. Throws the ball. It's fucking hopping and skipping and jumping and teleporting all over the place, chat. And it hits the thing she wanted to hit her. Like, what the fuck was that? We want you on your team. You actually have a power that's legitimately fucking creepy. Because that thing fucking hits you in the skull, chat. Your head's going. It's caving fucking in. You'll be like, you'll be all derpy. No question about it. You'll at least be derpy. And they're like, all right, let's talk about this. Let's interview you. And they interview her, chat. Apparently her father was the superhero known as the Bowler. He was murdered. He got filled full of hot, molten lead, chat. You find out Eddie Izzard is the one who killed him. It doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. Well, that comes later in the movie. Hey, you know what? You actually have a legitimate superpower. Join us. And Ben, again, being a fucking prick, says, I don't care. And it's like, fucking, why, Ben Stiller? Again, just annoying throughout this movie. It's like, I don't want her. It's like, Ben Stiller, just fucking get over yourself. Jesus. Yeah, so she joins them, and they go on fucking patrol. They come upon fucking Casanova Frankenstein's car, chat. And they're like, all right, let's go fuck up his car. And they do so. I mean, first of all, Casanova Frankenstein's like, who the fuck are you people? I don't care. Get out of here. Get out of here. But they do fuck up his car, chat. Fucking Paul Rubens farts in his face. The bowler fucks up his car. The shoveler smashes the car up a little good. Ben Stiller, he does his thing. Forks thrown in there, I think. And they fucking go off. They basically vandalize the car. Catch them freaking. What the fuck was that? That was weird. Kill them for me. Go find him and kill them. They're like, all right. Eddie Izzard. Oh yeah, Eddie Izzard's mentioned. Yeah, I'm the one that killed your father, baby bowler. She's like, oh no, and yeah, that happens. Chat, so they're so happy about their victory, they go and drink at the bar. The spleen, he tries to hit on baby bowler. She was like, no, it's not gonna happen. And, you know, like, they're just happy for the victory, chat. They start walking out, but fucking Eddie Izzard, he tracked them down for cashing over Frankenstein. He's about to murder them all, chat. And he pulls out, like, they're about to die here. But, all the, ooh. Damn, chat. Thank you, Protector King, for the 500 B notion. Refill our cups. I mean, I still got a little bit of a whiskey in here, my friend. Go and refill. I'll catch up to you. I'm going to catch up to you. Thank you, man. We are currently sitting at, wow, we might get to 3 stretch goals tonight, chat, honestly. Thank you, Protector King. That's so nice of you. Oh, it's one of the worst movies I ever saw through Chris's eyes. It's not great. I don't hate it, but it just exists. It's boring. You know, I've seen worse. I've seen worse on this so far, what I review, but I don't see it. The bitch! JT Grimm, welcome to Just saw you there, buddy. Hope you're doing well. So, they're about to die, but all their guns, like, get cut in half, chat, and they can't fire off the bullets, and they fucking escape in the back of these little carts, and they go off. But, chat, who comes to their rescue? The Sphinx, who's an Egyptian superhero played by a Native American. So, it's like, that's weird. And he's like, hey, I've been watching you guys. You're like, listen, you're not true heroes. You need proper training. Ben Stiller's like, we are heroes. Like, no, you're not. I can help you train. Come with me. And he does. He's fucking Master Yoda, chat. So they go off, chat. He starts training them. It actually helps out a lot of them. You know, trains them in various ways. They make new costumes. Ben Stiller, he's having none of it. He's like, I'm not part of this. I'm leaving. Just being a fucking prick. He has a phone out of everybody, chat. He goes off. He goes back to the diner. He meets the waitress, which he was rude to twice before. And for whatever reason, because the plot fucking mandates it, she finds him cute. And he's like, let me walk you home. And they fucking walk home, chat. And he's being weird. Like Ben Stiller dodgeball weird. And she's like, what's your name? He's like, Dark Phoenix. Like, it's just stupid shit. It's like, God, just get to the goddamn point. It's like, God, you know, it's him about opening up in his anxieties and his self-esteem issues. Like, my name's Roy. They have a thing. It's like, all right, whatever. We cut back to the heroes chat, and like, okay, Vince says, okay, listen, you got your training. They're actually much more competent than they were before. Like the Sphinx, who's played by a Native American man you've seen in a lot of other movies. He says you're better, but even with your skills, you're not gonna be able to take on Casanova Frankenstein. You need better weapons. You're like, hey. We fucking met Tom Waits earlier in the movie who was trying to fuck one of those old ladies at a nursing home. Let's go and meet him. So they drive out to a fucking circus, an abandoned circus in the desert populated by one Tom Waits, which you should not do, chap, because that's a fucking horror movie and a half. Don't do it. So they go there, the spleen, the shoveler, and I get the bowler, I think. I think those are, no, not, yeah, it's the shoveler, the spleen, and the bowler. Those are the 3 that go off, chap. They go and meet him. Tom Waits shows off all these weaponry, but he says, like, listen, I design weapons that are non-lethal. And they're like, well, fuck that. We want to kill these motherfuckers. They're trying to kill us. So they leave, chat. Then Tom Waits says, wait! And he fucking throws out a can, and it's a can tornado, and it's in terrible CGI sequence, chat. Sucks up poor Paul Rubens, chat. Throws him around the outside of the abandoned circus, and he lands. He farts. Funny. And they go back into his shop, chat. They pick up a whole bunch of weapons. And all these weapons come at the end of the movie. They use them all. The can tornado. There's a gun that makes you argue with people, but in a non-violent way. You have like a disagreement gun. There's some other shit. It doesn't matter. So they're loaded up on all their weapons, chat. Fucking Ben Stiller talks to the girl. And he's like, you know what? Why don't you stop being such a prick and actually go apologize to your friends? He's like, yeah, I probably should go do that. So all the mystery men, Chad, they're not the mystery men technically yet. They're like, okay, let's go. And the Sphinx is there with them. And they're like, okay, let's go attack Casanova Frankenstein, or at least, infiltrate his fortress. And they fucking go. Ben Stiller, he comes by, he tries to apologize, but he fucking can't because he's an idiot. And fucking William H. Macy said, this fucking... We gotta end the movie soon. Just come with us. And he's like, yay, let's do it. So they infiltrate the Casanova Frankenstein's mansion. Casanova Frankenstein, he's having a party of all the other villains of Champion City. Michael Bay is one of the villains, chat. He's the leader of the frat party, who apparently murdered some people because they hazed someone. So it's like, that's kind of fucked up. It's not really funny, in my personal opinion. But Michael Bay's there. because he killed a teenager. So there's that. Yeah, he's in it. He's in it. He's fucking in it. I mean, it makes sense. Honestly, Chris Ayers, you are right. It makes too much sense. He's a leader of a frat boy party, and he murdered someone because he hates some. Yeah, it's very offensive, honestly, when you think about it. Anyway, so he's like, Captain Frankenstein's like, listen, we're gonna take over this goddamn city. They're like, what about Captain Amazing? I have to do 3 stretch goals. Protector King, thank you for the 1,000 biddy donation. Jesus, man, here's to you. The pillars of heaven have shook. They are crumbled. They are nothing but dust before your feet, good sir. Thank you, my man. I have to do 3. Oh, actually, we are 100. We are less than 50 biddies away from the next stretch goal, chat. Less than 50 biddies away from the next stretch goal. So if I do that, 43 more. Thank you, Chris. Thank God you're here, man, with the math. Jesus. Thank you. Protector King, thank you. Everyone else who's donated tonight, thank you. And we're going to get to the best part of the movie right here, chat. So the mystery men, they infiltrate the mansion, chat. And who do they find? Fucking Captain Amazing. Captain Amazing's like, oh my God, get me out of here, you stupid fucks. And they're like, all right, we'll try. It does not go. Captain Amazing, he's like, I'm so fucking smart. Lucatario the Great with the 200 biddy donation. I have to do 3 stretch goal. I have to do 3 polls tonight, chat. Because of your amazing generosity. Lucatario, thank you so much. Thank you, good sir. Drinking to your good health. To everyone's good health tonight on this stream. Hope you're enjoying the review. All after the review. All after the review. It's all going to be right after. We're coming to the end, chat. We're coming to the end. It's good timing, actually. So, Greg Kinnear, he's like, big dick Greg Kinnear, dick not swinging. This is kind of gets rolled up inside him at this point, chat. He's like, all right, fucking flip the switch. And you're like, should we flip the switch? This doesn't, it sounds like the machine's power. He's like, flip the fucking switch. And Hank Azaria, he's just panic. He's like, all right, I'm going to flip the switch. He fucking flips the switch. And we get one of the most disturbing death scenes that 11-year-old Chris has ever seen. Because fucking Greg Kinnear, his fucking outsides contort and burn. And he looks like something out of the fucking Thing, chat. Because he dies in one of the most painful and horrific ways I have seen, at least of that time. It is fucked up how he dies. Corey mentioned, I'll stream something today, because I mentioned, I'm doing a Mystery Men review tonight. And he says, there's the most fucked up death scene I ever saw in a PG-13 movie. He's like, yeah, man, yeah, it's fucked up. He says, a good equivalent to that, a modern day equivalent, is the death scene in Shazam, what the director David F. Sandberg does to his wife when she just rots and ages away and turns to ash. It's that equivalent. It's like, what the hell just happened? It is so disturbing what they do to him. It's like, it affected, like, that stuck with me as a child. It's like, no, this is not a movie for kids. It is so weird. The Death of Days of Future Past are pretty gnarly too. I'm trying to remember that. Which ones remember that? I remember the one Apocalypse, when fucking Apocalypse like turns that guy into a fucking Rubik's Cube. But you remember that? These are the scenes I tell you to check out, chat. Check out everything with everything with Greg Kinnear in Mystery Man and his death scene. It is so oh, that's right, he gets his head ripped off. You're right. That's pretty fucked up. You're right, Chris Harris. But his death scene in this, and you see him, like, his eyes have, like, the eyes are going, like, fucking this way. His skin's all burned. His teeth are like, it's not, like, he died. I mean, he deserved, he's a son of a bitch. He's like, yeah, fuck this city. I just want more money and more sponsors. I mean, he deserved it, but still, it's like, wow, what a way to go. And they're like, Hank Azaria, you fucking killed Captain May. He's like, no, I didn't. He's like, yeah, you fucking did. I was staying over here, man. And they fucking leave. You should. You can't continue the movie after that. You got to get going. Get the hell out of there. Fucking Casanova Frankenstein, he comes down the basement. He's like, well, fuck, I didn't know it was going to be that bad. Jesus, that can't feel kind of bad. All the other guys come here like, yeah, you killed Captain Amazing. Casanova Frankenstein's like, yeah, I did, but fuck. And he's like, all right, well, he's dead. So the city's ours, right? And they're like, yeah. And he's like, yeah. He's even disturbed by what he did, Jay. He's like, Jesus. Anyway, we cut back to the Mystery Men shack they're at. Tom Waits' little abandoned circus in the middle of the desert somewhere. And they're like, listen, yeah, things are looking rough. Fucking Captain Amazing is dead. We murdered him. And like they didn't even know he was a bad guy at this point yet, but he's fucking dead. Like, listen, we gotta save the city. Because apparently that technology they're gonna use, like we learned, the fucking Casanova Frankenstein, he's gonna use that technology on the entire city, bring Champion City to its foundations, Chad, turn it to rubble. And they're like, we gotta save it. We're the only ones that know about this. And they're like, fuck, okay. They load up on all their weapons, Chad, get everything going. They convert one of the cars that Ben Stiller was trying to junk. His mama told him to junk, but they didn't. They turned into a super weapon, chat. And they drive right back to Casanova Frankenstein's house. They blow on through, and then they start murdering all the people in there. Like, horrifically murdering all the people. There's some fucked up shit. Because sometimes they use the non-lethal weapons, but they also kill some people, obviously. There's no doubt about it. Kel from Kenan Kel, he turns invisible when no one looks at him. He disables, like, some laser system, and that's like his one point. It doesn't matter, chat. It's lame. He's naked. Spling gets his ass shot. They have a shrink gun that only shrinks people's clothes that they use on women who are clearly already wearing very tight outfits, and it shrinks, and they show off their thighs, their butts, and their big boobies. And Ben Stiller has a line that says, "My pants are shrinking too because of my throbbing erection." So that happened. The rest of the movie continues. The fight scenes. Spleen gets shot in the ass. Oh, also a skunk at one point humps Paul Rubin's leg. That's a scene that happens that he shares with Kel from Kenan Kel. That they hold each other as the skunk has intercourse with his leg. Casanova Frankenstein kidnaps Ben Stiller's waitress girlfriend for some reason. I don't know how he found her. He's like, I'm going to kill this bitch with my cocaine finger. And that's when Ben Stiller finally comes to. He finally gets mad. He can't have a realization. Like, I don't really have superpowers, but I get mad because I clearly have anger issues. Like, I'm an emotionally damaged person because I wasn't loved as a child. That's obvious. But he fucking uses it for good chat. He saves his girlfriend. Fucking throws Jeffrey Rush down to the machine. And he gets all fucking discombobulated like Greg Kinnear does. And they're like, well, the fucking machine's gonna still be active. What the hell are we gonna do? And the bowler says, the bowler, baby bowler, she confronts Eddie Izzard. She's like, I don't believe in killing, but my dad does. And he fucking murders Eddie Izzard, chat. Like, horrifically. He's, like, embedded in a wall, and he's smushed, and he's just deformed at that point. So it's like, Jesus. Also, the bowler says, all right, well, Dad, do your thing. And the bowling ball sacrifices itself to destroy the machine. The mystery men are celebrated as heroes, and yay! And everyone's happy, and they go off, chat. And this movie was a commercial and critical disappointment. It's a bad film, chat. It's not good, but like, if I were to give this a rating, in all honesty, chat, in all fucking honesty, oh damn, it's hard. It's the lowest of lowest rentals because Greg Kinnear, at least his scenes are entertaining, so I'll give it that. But it is the lowest of low rentals. There's no reason for you to see this. Watch the 8 minutes, it's less than 10 minutes of scenes that Greg Kinnear is in, and you're golden. Watch his death scene, and you're golden. There's no other reason to see this movie. It's a bad film. It's not funny. I didn't laugh once. There's just some weird, bizarre shit. It's an abomination of a film that came way too early. Like, this kind of, like, a parody of a superhero film needed the genre to continue to grow and expand and proliferate. This was not this time. The genre was still trying to figure out what the hell it wanted to be. You know, films like Deadpool accomplish what Mystery Men tried to do, where it's like, oh, it's a send-up of the superhero genre with still being a really fun, entertaining superhero film. That's what it tries to do. That's what Mystery Men tries to do and fails for the most part. Like, the only thing that worked was Greg Kinnear's Captain Amazing. Other than that, skip it. Skip it. Oh, Christian Hemisphere is someone you'd encounter for... Yeah, man, you're not wrong. He hates women. He has clear emotional issues. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Danger! I couldn't get enough of the movie as a kid that I saw years later. Like, yeah, it's bad. It's bad. Like, if you like as a kid, I get that, but now... Yeah, so you know. We're on the same page, my friend. Make a shame and watch for that one dude's death. Everything is trash. That's what it is. That's my review. You can take that. Listen, I love it on Rotten Tomatoes. Rotten Tomatoes is fucking weird, but I like reading just the quotes that they capture, especially Double Toast's quotes. That would be mine for this movie. Watch for the one dude's death, everything is trash. That's absolutely true, Nick. Jimmy, you nailed it. You fully encompassed this nearly hour review into that line. You nailed it. Let's get some Mr. Urban Yates, Mr. Urban Hypes. Con Island is another PG-13 with a lot of fun. Yeah, man, you're right. But those are cool because I think that's still in tone with the movie. You know, I like Skull Island. That's my favorite of the kaiju movies of the what is it? Warner Brothers Monsterverse? I don't know what it's called. But yeah, nailed. That's my RT blurb. Yeah, Meek the Sheepy came up with it. Let's get some Mr. Urban Yates, Mr. Urban Hypes in the chat from Meek the Sheepy. You killed them.